the 29th of September 2012. I am the Golden Mac, and I'm going to interview my friend Tony Stavros, who happens to be a medium, a clairvoyant, a psychic. Now then, he's the man who knows about the spiritual world, who's been around for a long time. He knows what goes on. Now, okay, Tony, if you can introduce yourself now.
There's no limitations, there's no boundaries. The spirit is all around you.
Yeah.
We're all energy.
Okay.
As a Qigong masters used to do Qigong to develop the energy.
All right.
There's an ancient Chinese art called Qigong. This is one what they use. They call it it's opening the sky eye.
Okay.
Which they call the third eye.
You speak a bit up like. Okay.
Just brush against here like that. Bring your hands up.
Bring your hands up, yeah.
Gathering energy.
Okay, gathering energy.
All around is energy.
Okay. Do you actually think when you walk along the streets of London, do you actually think the people that you see, do you think they are like zombies?
A lot of them are mindless because their minds are closed to what's around.
Right.
If they would only open their minds, they would be in contact with other dimensions, because there's plenty of different dimensions which intertwine with this one.
Okay.
And we can contact what you call spirit beings.
Spirit beings, right.
Beings from up these other dimensions.
I remember many years ago you predicted that there's going to be riots in London, there's going to be looting.
That's
and your
right.
prediction came true.
That's right.
Because in 2011 that happened, didn't it?
Yeah, that did, yeah.
In Hackney and everywhere, people were looting and
That's right.
smashing up premises and all that kind. And you predicted that a long time ago.
Yeah.
I remember that. So that came true.
Yeah, that did.
That did. Now, do you think, in your opinion, that most clairvoyants you see basically are, I don't know, what can I say? It's like most clairvoyants that are out there don't seem to read too deeply into the spiritual world, or they're just like, not like you, or different?
There's a few good ones, and there's a few that don't seem to tap into that side of things. They don't seem to tap into the dimensions. I remember once I had a dream about the Iraq War, and when I woke up the next day, what I dreamt of was on the front page of the paper.
Right.
Which was, quite amazing, really, surprising me.
Quite amazing. So was you born? You was born in the year 1962?
Yeah.
You are, I presume you are 50 years old now, or?
That's right, 50 years old.
50 years old. What was it like growing up in the 70s?
It was okay.
It was okay. When did you, at what age did you discover that you had the psychic ability?
From an early age.
From an early age? Yeah. What was you actually feeling about what was going on? Like, what was you actually feeling?
Well, I was seeing people that other people couldn't see,
Yeah?
I now know to be spirit.
Okay. What do you think of the cemeteries? Do you think cemeteries are haunted?
Everywhere's haunted, really. It's just different levels of energy. We've got a body. We're not the physical body. Inside this body, we've got a spirit.
Right.
So, spirit is just us at a different level. Once we pass,
right,
we leave our physical bodies behind.
Right, physical bodies behind. Okay. Have you seen any witches?
There is some people that practice what I call witchcraft, yeah.
Yeah, you've seen witches. Now, what do you think of people practicing witchcraft?
Again, it's like electricity. Electricity can be used, you can turn on a light to see where you're going, at the same time you can electrocute someone with electricity. So I think it's how something is used. If it's used in a negative way, then it's not very beneficial.
What can you
use something in a positive way to help people?
Now, you seem to have an idol, Elvis Presley. What can you pick up on Elvis Presley's spirit?
Elvis Presley was a very sensitive man, and towards the end he suffered a loss, didn't he, when he separated from his wife Priscilla, which he never actually got over.
Right, he never actually got over it, exactly. I suppose he never got over his wife's divorce, did he?
No.
I suppose that broke his heart in the end, and that's why he probably ended up dead or something.
It was his time to go,
Yeah.
He left his mark on the world with his music. He also had a passion for karate, which
yes.
a lot of people know.
Have you done martial arts before? I understand you have.
I have, yeah.
Can you show us a demonstration?
Yes, sir. This is the Tiger Claw system.
Brilliant. Now I want to shoot you from I want to film you from the side. If you can see from the side, if you do it from the side. Brilliant. Now that is very quick for your age. You're 50 years old.
Yep.
That is pretty quick. You seem to be moving quick. You haven't lost a touch, Tony. Right, that's pretty impressive. Because to actually move quick, that you have to get going for the kill. I mean, basically, it's to do with the speed as well. Because when you're attacking your opponent, you need to be very quick. Otherwise, he will get you before. Now, what I noticed in your movement, the reason why I wanted to see you perform this martial arts is to see how quick you are. You seem to still have it. I remember the time when I was down the high street with you, and there happened to be a pigeon that couldn't fly, and you went right behind the pigeon, and you actually put your hands above the pigeon, and for some reason you released some kind of energy, and it happened to fly.
Yeah, it's.
How did you do that then?
That's what they call G energy.
G energy, right? Okay. You felt that?
The practice of Qi Kung.
Yeah. And I must say, right, it's very, very loyal of you to actually defend someone, because that time down the market there was a lady that was being offended by some person walking past, and she was entering a flat, and there was this guy who actually entered the flat to attack her, and you actually grabbed him from the elbows and you withdrawed him from attacking her.
That's right.
And you actually intervened, even though he was a total stranger. You didn't have to do that, but I must say, I've got to hand it over to you. It's very loyal of you, and it takes courage for a man like you to actually defend a woman down a high street out of nowhere, and not many people would do that, intervene and basically protect someone. How do you feel about that?
Cool. Yeah, I just did what needed to be done at the time to protect.
Yeah, exactly.
And to ensure that she was safe.
Yeah, exactly. And I actually did felt that you are quite a strong person though. You know, because that guy was pretty tough as well, and you actually you overpowered him with your strength, whereas you grabbed him from the elbows and dragged him away. But then in the end you showed some comfort to this lady who was distressed out, and basically she had some reassurance that, you know, that you'd be okay for her in the end. I remember when I met you many years ago in Chingford Estate. You used to have a friend called Alan Miles. You want to say anything about Alan Miles?
Yeah.
What do you think of Alan Miles? He was a medium as well, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
Yeah.
I think he got married and moved on.
Married and moved on?
Yeah.
I think he was actually jealous of your powers.
Possibly.
I sensed that as well. I think he had some... It's like I presume it was like a competition between you guys, wasn't it? It's a bit like competitive, like who's more powerful than you guys. It's like, I suppose you lose out on friends as well, then you know who your friends are.
Yeah, that's right.
And what I noticed, like, have you noticed around you, right, some people that you meet in life, they seem genuine, but your instincts tell you that sometimes something is not right about them.
You should trust your instinct.
You have to trust your instincts.
That's called a gut feeling. You get a gut feeling about something.
Because no matter how genuine they are towards you,
on the surface, you just know.
You know on the surface, because I spoke to...
in your guts.
Yeah, because I spoke to someone yesterday, and they said to me, right, if I told them I actually go with my instincts, they said to me, go with your instincts, Azim. Go with your instincts, and your instincts are true. It's your true self telling you that person's not genuine. That's and right. Basically, I've always had a feeling about some people who are my friends, and I think to myself that they're not really genuine. So I'm glad I had this conversation with this woman yesterday who shed some light on it and told me that, you know what, Azim, you need to move on and ignore those people. Exactly.
You've got to trust your feeling, you know, once you get that feeling, you have to trust that feeling's telling you something.
That feeling's telling you something.
It's telling you that person isn't genuine, even though they seem genuine on the surface.
Exactly. Do you actually feel yourself that some people that you met in life are not genuine?
There are a few people like that, yeah.
Yeah? There are a few people like that?
Yep.
Do you ever feel hurt by that or not?
No. It's part
you're too strong at that, though, that's the thing. You're not weak, you're too strong than that, Tony.
Yeah.
Exactly. They might be thinking that, basically in their mind, maybe Tony, you know, he's our mate. And
as you can see, people can underestimate.
You might be weak, but you're not, are you?
You can see through the movements of the martial art.
Yeah.
I move a lot faster than what I would seem to look.
Now, how fast do you think you can go? Do you think you can go faster than what you did before? Or let me just hold on for a minute. Let's do a demonstration now. That's pretty good. You can't go any faster than that. That is very good. That's like electric. I remember one time we was across the road and there's a truck coming down. And for some reason that truck went right through you. Do you remember that?
Yeah, yeah.
I couldn't believe it. You went across the road and that truck went right through you and you didn't even get run over. You were still standing there. How did you do that then?
Mind over matter.
Mind over matter. That was amazing, that was, I must say. Now I'm going to conclude this interview. Thanks for your insight to the psychic world. I very much appreciate this, and I will see you another time. Thank you very much, Tony.